welcome to a very special edition of Delight and Fright. And I am Kat of Delight and Fright, and we have some amazing filmmakers with us here today at Spooky Empire. We have Adam Madrid to my left, director, editor of Don't Say His Name, which is in the Florida Fear film block. Then to his left, we have Jason Jones, creator, director of A Darkened Doorstep. Jane's, my bad, like Jane's Addiction. There you go, you told me right. From A Darkened Doorstep in our hilarious horror block. Next we have Spooky Steve with 4 O's for spooky, actor, writer, director for Make New Friends from our Florida Fear film block. Then we have Littledeaths creator, Derek Bensonhaver. And last but not least, we have Norman Mayorga. Did I say that right? All right, awesome. Is the co-director and co-writer of Double Dipper, along with Maximus McBath, which is the animator and sound editor of Double Dipper. So amazing to have you all with us today. So first, Don't Say His Name. I love this one. It had something to say. It teared me up, definitely. So obviously you're a huge Tony Todd fan.
Absolutely, huge, definitely huge, yes.
Awesome. And I love the story. The rap was great. Who's our rap artist?
It's Jeremy Ryan. He's a musical artist in Jacksonville, Florida. So yeah, shout out Jeremy Ryan. He just created Candyman, the song. And as soon as I heard it, I was like immediately like, oh, we got to film this. I was like, oh, we got to. And what's sad, unfortunately, is like we filmed it weeks before he passed away, Tony Todd. But yeah, we wanted to play that tribute at the very end for him. So yes,
absolutely, it was just beautifully done. How long did it take you to shoot that?
We actually shot it in one night. But it was a lot of pre-planning that we had. We wanted to secure the location, which we knew somebody had a great haunted house look to it, and. They were actually having a Halloween party that night, so it just worked out great. That we're like, hey, can we come in there, get some cool shots, and got that done. Yeah, but it was great. We had a great small crew of people. Monique Madrid, she was helping me out with assistant directing on that, and we just had some great talent on that.
Awesome. So independent filmmaking at its best, on the fly. Just let's do this.
Let's do it. Absolutely.
Yeah. Did the editing process take any time? Did you have any issues with background sounds or anything like that?
No, what was great about that, it was like because we were obviously just going with the musical track, the music track on it, so it was great to incorporate that, and then obviously with editing wise, we wanted to make sure to give it that great old film look, with a lot of overlays on it. So yeah, it was a lot of fun to shoot. So.
Awesome. So how are you enjoying Spooky? Is this your first?
Yeah, no, Spooky is a great. This is actually my 3rd film that we got into Spooky. It's been a great experience every year. It just seems to get better and better. Shout out to everyone that's behind the scenes of Spooky Empire Film Festival, and you guys are just amazing. So yeah, thank you very much.
Awesome.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
So what do you have coming up in the future? What can we expect next, Spooky?
So with Jeremy Ryan, that was on the track for Candyman. He actually worked on my movie soundtrack. I did a feature film, and that I'm going to be taking actually to LA next week. It's called Let Me Be Corey. It's a feature film that we did in Jacksonville, Florida. And because I love music and I love movies, so I love to combine those two. And Jeremy Ryan actually did the whole music soundtrack. Nice. He read the script and he did music based off the movie. So
awesome.
Yeah. So I'm excited about that.
So you got your own composer, sounds
Yeah.
That's
So he's
great.
Yeah, he's on it. It's him and Jeremy Ryan and Quinn Spencer. He does Culture School up there, and yeah, they're just amazing team.
Awesome. So glad to hear.
No, I appreciate it. Thank you.
So tell me, where do you see the independent film heading in the future as a whole?
Yeah, I think it's as a whole right now. It's on a great track. You're seeing a lot of things that are going on with a lot of budgets, unfortunately. Like being sacrificed, and like in regards to. There's a lot of great popcorn, big budget movies that are still going to come out and still needed, for a movie experience. But it's great to see the rise of independent filmmakers, independent films. We saw that before in the past, and now you're seeing a lot more of it. You're seeing a lot of big actors go into big, smaller independent movies. Again, it comes down to story, and it comes down to giving people something fresh, something new. And I think a lot of us on here will agree that it's great to see the rise of independent filmmaking going up. So
absolutely, I feel like there's a resurgence coming.
Yes, absolutely.
Like the old VHS, mom and pop shop days. I'm hoping, because we only have like 1 or 2 companies that own all the major films that are coming out.
Exactly.
So
Exactly, and that's what's
We need new ideas.
Yeah, and I think it's very important for people to support independent films. And yeah, you're seeing that resurgence of people just going to it, and now you're creating stuff that people want to watch, and that's great. Yeah.
So what are some of your favorite horror films?
Oh man, well, there's a movie called Demons that came out back in the 80s.
Yes.
So I remember my parents let me watch that as a kid, and I don't know why, but I grew up with obviously the Freddy Kruegers and the Jason and everything like that. But Demons, something about that movie theater
With
and
the
being
Goblin,
locked in. Yes,
of course, you're a sound guy, music guy.
So yes, exactly. So they say that they had a huge soundtrack on that, and but that stuck with me, and just like I'm hoping one day to possibly create something like that for a feature film. So yeah.
Well, I definitely think you are on your way because I really enjoyed it, and you guys definitely need to check it out. Which block is your film showing?
The Floor of Fear.
And do you know what times it's showing?
So it was shown on Friday, and it's going to show again on tomorrow at 11 a.m. So
all right, 11 a.m.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Appreciate you.
No problem. So next we are going to speak with Jason Janes. I think he's giving me the face. You're going to say it right. You're going to say it right. Creator and director of A Darkened Doorstep from our hilarious horror block. So this one was obviously a lot of fun. So what do you want to give away about the film?
Well, it was really kind of a rush job. I had another film in the works that I was going to submit this year about a homicidal teddy bear.
Oh.
And that was a lot more complicated, a lot more logistics, was taking a lot longer, and we just were not going to get it ready in time to make the deadline. So I'm like, I need to get something done right now. So I wrote the script in an hour, shot it in a day, and then the very next day it was over, finished, edited, got into the deadline, and here we are right now.
Love it. Love it. We at Delight and Fright are big fans of the Cthulhu, the Elder God. So this film deals a lot with it. Basically, I don't want to give a lot away, but it is amazing. We have just some of those. Basically, instead of you open your door, instead of the Mormons or a church, you have a Cthulhu at your door enthusiast to try and turn you to the religion with a cute Cthulhu doll. And he's just a little cute stuffed animal, and we have a tentacle in the center region area that is shown as just hilarious. So it's definitely one that I had a lot of fun watching it.
I managed to get that, we'll just call it the tentacle dong. I got that years ago at another film festival in Indianapolis at a booth, and I bought it and I literally just strapped it to my belt line and was walking around that thing between my legs for the entire rest of the day, which inside the convention was actually pretty funny. But the second I went outside, people were like, what is wrong with you? I tried to go to a restaurant across the street. They wouldn't even let me inside. They're like, get out of here, you freak.
But brilliant, simple, gets the point across. A lot of fun. So, what was it that pulled you towards Cthulhu? You had some tentacles and time on your hands.
Well, Lovecraft's been public domain for 20 years at this point, and I've actually used him in many other things. I did another film years back. I lived in New York, which is more of a suspense horror, but I did a lot of Lovecraft stuff, and the whole premise behind that one was the gods of Earth were pushing back against the outer gods, going, hey, this is our territory, get off our planet type of thing. I've actually won a film festival for a Best Written back in the day. I've written a couple of books that borrow from Lovecraft. I'm like, you know what, you can do anything you want with them, so why not go ahead and do it?
Absolutely, absolutely. So, is this your first spooky or many times?
I am actually a staple here. I mean,
okay.
The people in the screening committee literally wait for my submission every, like, when is Jason going to turn in
holding
this
their
film?
breath, I'm sure.
I literally have a fan club at this film festival.
I can see why. So much fun. So what do you got going on in the future? What can we expect next spooky?
Oh man, next spooky, hopefully I'll finish the teddy bear one by then. And could be whatever strikes me next is going to be the next thing.
Do you work with the same crew over and over, or?
It varies.
Just
like
whoever's...
the year before that, I worked with my best friend, and we did one where Michael Myers ends up breaking into the Home Alone house where Kevin McAllister set up all the traps. It does not end well for him.
Nice.
This particular year, that was my girlfriend at the time. No longer is, but let's not go into that. So my crew kind of changes every single time.
So where do you see independent film going in the future?
Oh man, I mean, my most recent job literally was building channels for a streaming television service of like 10,000 channels. So there is always a place for indie stuff. There's so many outlets now for content. They literally are begging people, we want your stuff. Please give us your stuff. So there is so many places for indie film to go these days. It's just unbelievable.
Awesome. I know I subscribe to Arrow and Night Flight. Night Flight is another one that has a lot of independent films and things like that, besides the well-known Shudder, but obviously it's not so easy to get your stuff on Shudder. So it has been a pleasure. Did you want to share anything else with us?
Yeah, sure. So I know I look ridiculous right now, and the reason being I'm literally here as sequel Deke. I did 2 sequels to that film after I made it. It's an ongoing series where every single episode Deke falls into a different cult. And the second episode, he literally falls into the Church of Nome, which is real.
Okay,
I am an actual ordained minister in the Church of Nome. It's legit.
Do you get any tax breaks?
I can officiate weddings now legally.
Nice.
And then the third one, he's a Jedi. And the next one, it might be a flying spaghetti monster. This could go on for a long, long time.
Very cool, very cool. It has been such a pleasure.
All right, thanks.
You're welcome. And next we have Spooky Steve.
That's right, you said it right.
Actor, writer, director of Make New Friends. So this was a lot of fun. It's in our Florida Fear film block, but I felt that it was definitely comedic.
Really? The serial killers?
Yeah.
That's funny to you? Just kidding. Yeah, there's some comedy in there.
Yeah. So what was it that drove you to write this?
It came about as an idea of just kind of an improv session between my friend Danny Bellini, who's the co-director. He's in Hell House LLC. That's his big claim to fame. But we just kind of came up with an idea. I think we were very inspired by the movie August Underground, if you've ever seen that. And we wanted to make just maybe a goofier version of it. But just the idea of 2 freaks, serial killers, meeting each other online. And then we came up with our own parts. We didn't tell each other what we were going to do, and we just started filming. So it was totally guerrilla style. But
that explains a lot of awkward moments.
Yes, and a lot of unintentional product placement that we did not get clearance for, so don't tell anybody.
So how long did it take you to shoot?
A day. We did the entire thing in a day.
Nice.
With no effects, no real writing, and very few actual actors.
Well, it was definitely a well-told story, and the characters were very drawn out, even though it was very quick and simple. And I definitely love the end. I don't want to give it away for anyone.
Well, spoiler, but there's a reason that the co-director's not here.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
What's he working on?
I killed him. So. If you saw the movie, you know. Spoiler alert.
Nice. So I love that they're hunting at Target.
Yeah. Target and Kmart. Which
that was brilliant.
Dates the movie. We actually filmed everything 15 years ago, and just kind of re-edited its old footage that we've had for a long time. So
nice. So how are you enjoying
Kmart's
Spooky?
Love it. I'm here all the time. So
all the time.
I like everything spooky, Halloween, bloody. It's my thing.
Nice. So what do you got coming up for the future?
Actually, most of what I do is music, and so I've been working on these series of music videos. They're like story songs with video accompaniment, and the new one is Picture Dorian Gray, my version of that. So
nice.
Check that out. Spooky Steve with 4 O's.
4 O's. So where do you see the independent film industry going in the future?
I hope somewhere good. With AI and everything, it's scary, but do kids even watch movies anymore? I don't know, like Zoomers and stuff?
I don't know.
I hope they do. I know it's like video games are bigger than film and stuff. My hope is that with all the AI and all this stuff coming out, that there will be a return to like real raw, kind of like dirty films, like guerrilla style, you know, because there's so much slick stuff, and AI is going to be able to replicate, you know, stuff that already exists. But we need to make new stuff, I think, you know? Absolutely. And maybe do some stuff that AI can't replicate, even if it tried. So tell me about your horror roots. What drew you to horror? Oh, since I was in the womb, I think. It's weird because nobody in my family really likes horror, but I've just always been into it. I don't know. It's just always an obsession with me. So what are some of your favorites? Okay, my favorite, probably of all time, Tombs of the Blind Dead. Nice. I like Faces of Death, the whole Mondo thing, and I'm a big fan of Black Christmas.
Yes.
One of my all-time favorites. So.
Awesome. Is there anything else you wanted to share with our audience before you?
Just check out Danny's Hell House LLC, and then he's in a new movie called Frontiers. You can find him at Hypo Bifty, and then I'm Spooooky Steve, 4 O's, wherever on Instagram and all that stuff.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
It's been a pleasure chatting with you. Next we have Little Deaths, Derek Bensonhaver, and you also you've already kind of started a name for yourself. You got an IMDb. You've done props for Logan, art department for Preacher. I love that show. So what is it about the Little Deaths that drew you to this story? Let me just go into a little in-depth about Little Deaths. Basically, it's how many seconds is each one?
15 seconds.
15 seconds of so many ways to die. There are so many. And the ones that you have chosen for this one are very comical, and some are heartfelt as well, like that's just, it is what it is, shit happens. Sometimes things don't go right for you. So what drew you to this project to create this?
So when I found out about it, it was a competition to specifically make 15-second long films. And I was like, that's brilliant. How the hell do you tell a story in 15 seconds? And it drew me in further for 2 reasons. It's I like things that are openly accessible as free entry, which means absolutely anybody with any type of media that they can make a film done for 15 seconds, you can participate. And I love that. And I also like that I never have to explain a goddamn thing. If I want a werewolf, there's a werewolf. I don't have time to tell you why. So, a lot of freedom that way.
Nice. Gives you a chance to dip into any genre and have a lot of fun with it.
Anything that comes to your mind, put it in there, let it out.
How long did it take you to create this collection?
Around 6 years, because I was participating in free time when I had it between work. Anywhere submitting 1 film. I think the biggest year I had was 4 or 5 in 1 submission. And just after the competition kind of ended after several years, the guy who was running was just one dude. And when he just couldn't do it anymore, it ended. And I was like, all right, it's time to just do something with all of these that I'm sitting on. And I had a few more scripts I still wanted to make. So it's just get them done, put this anthology together, and make something out of it.
It's very familiar to the VHS, the little stories, but it's like little micro stories,
Super micro.
And you can do it on a micro budget, so it works out perfectly.
Oh, you think? I mean, one of them cost me over like $2,000 to get a whole 15 seconds. So most of them. That's kind of also where I stopped. They started with like the ones that cost me nothing to make. Didn't have any blood, didn't have to do anything, and then it was all right. Like, where can I afford to start making these? And some of them, that's specifically why I cut them out and like never got them done. It's like it's just to make 15 seconds. It wasn't worth what it was going to cost me to make. Ideas honestly weren't that good.
So are you going to be making more of these?
I've thought about it. It's just been kind of seeing how it does on the festival circuit, but it gets such a positive response. I don't know. I'm still sitting on a whole pile of other scripts. It's just, again, I think more affordability. But I feel like I'm probably going to start making them same thing. Just like in the meantime, get people together and just be like, all right, we can do these 2 today. Let's just do them. We'll have them, and then eventually, as time goes on, we'll have enough to
just kind of mix them in as you need. So, what are you working on for the future?
I've got 2 scripts that I want to make. If anybody wants to give me money, then I can make them. So that'd be lovely.
Yes, give us money.
I typically end up doing everything pretty much out of my own pocket. Always have. It's a lot of friends. I mean, I work in the industry professionally as doing props, but calling in favors still only takes you so long before people get mad at you. But we have such a good community in New Mexico that there are so many other people who do make their own stuff. It does really become a really fair trade system. I want to help you make your art, but then I can come bring this stuff to help you make yours, and then we'll get this guy involved, and then we'll come in and help him.
You got to barter, will and deal.
It's bartering, but it's more, like respectable than just, well, I guess you can have that. It's just, like I can bring that to the table, they'll bring this, and we can do it, and we just all help each other. So it always kind of works its way out. But one of them, I got to build a set that's going to be on a stage for at least a week to get the film shot, because I got to manipulate physical walls on set while we're doing scenes and transitions, and so that's the one that's like, I can't just do that out of my pocket. I can't afford stage time for a week plus, and the construction and the security, and so we'll get there.
So I also saw Little Deaths at the Chicago Horror Film Festival, and I loved it there as well.
We were nominated there too, which was really brilliant. I've been a huge fan of that festival, and then not only was it mind-blowing to go in, and then to have them send me the email that we were nominated for Best WTF or Grindhouse Film was really amazing.
Nice. So what other film festivals have you done?
Recently, I just got back from Nightmares Film Festival in Columbus, and that was kind of an interesting one because they rejected me. And then they emailed me and said, hey, we really like your film. It doesn't flow quite with the rest of the films that we're showing. But because of the nature of those little mini segments, we broke them back apart into the individual 15s, and then they built bumpers out of them. So one of my shorts was shown before every single film block. And I got in that way, and I was like, that sounds brilliant. Yes, let's do that.
Very cool. That's
and then
awesome.
Next week, I'll be in Atlanta for Buried Alive.
Awesome.
So very excited about that.
And I was fortunate enough to see the Chicago Horror Film Festival virtually. So I love that there's that option, and anytime I can tell filmmakers, if you see that option, take it, because it gives us the ability to not spend all our money and go to these conventions, which we love to go to, but a lot of them take place at the same times too.
Yeah, I have
so
so
come on,
much
guys, break things
overlap.
out a little bit for us.
We have so many things, and there's always somebody who's really disappointed when you tell them you can't go, and they're like, well, I found out about that one first, and we're nominated, so I'm going. And then you told me sometimes it's only like a week in advance, and I'm like, I just can't afford to get out there with a week's notice.
And those last minute flight tickets,
I had that fun on this one that I accidentally booked my flight out tonight instead of tomorrow by accident, had to cancel it, and then book a flight 2 days later for Sunday leave, and that was pricey. I'm not happy with myself.
that sucks.
But it's worth it to still be here. You know, come do this, come see my film again tonight.
Is this your first time at Spooky?
I've been here many times as a fan. Just enjoying the convention, enjoying the films, and then it kind of dawned on me as I started the festival tours, like, how have I not submitted to Spooky yet? Like, I'm going to be there anyway.
Right.
And so I was very excited when they sent me the email and said, yeah, come on down, participate this time. So
awesome.
Real happy.
So where do you see the independent film heading in the future?
I'm a bit of a pessimist with a lot of things, kind of a lot of the AI stuff as well, but my hope is that we start getting away from quantity over quality filmmaking with indies, where they just want to take everything and just pump out stuff to have content. I'm tired of things like the big streaming services being content. You're not making TV, you're not making a movie, you're making content. And I want to go back to things considered making a movie, making an episode, and opening that back up to people. There's so many people, even at this thing, films I've seen that are so talented that if these people had more time and a little bit of money and resource, they could go really far and make these people money, as opposed to just saying, well, I could also do it for $20 a day and it'll just kind of exist. Like, no, let's make it good, and it will continue to stack up for these people.
Absolutely. People are so unwilling to take risk these days. And that's what's important. That's what we have to do to support independent filmmakers and let them grow the genre, let them other genres sprout into other things. So many filmmakers started in horror or other things as well. It has been such a pleasure. Is there anything else you wanted to share with us?
Just keep supporting independent media. You know, if you can see these things online, see them online, even if it's just YouTube, when we have to get them up there after the festivals are done. Support these people, see what they're doing, actually look at their Kickstarters if you want, you know, actually go see a screening if it's local for you. If your other filmmakers, talk to each other, you know, you'll make friends, you'll end up eventually helping each other, and it might be a long game, but, you know, support is everything.
Absolutely. I wouldn't be here with Delight and Fright if we didn't have support from independent filmmakers and horror filmmakers. We were actually 2 years ago at Texas Frightmare, and was talking to, we were just kind of floating it around, starting a podcast, and we were talking to some filmmakers, and they're like, we're going to be your first guest. We're like, okay. So they kind of just lit the fire under us, and here we are 2 years later. And my co-host, the lovely Luna, is at a wedding, so she can't be with us today, but she is with us in spirit. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Absolutely.
Go one at a time or both?
Come on, let's go down in.
Yeah, do we go one at a time or both?
No, you can tell me.
Oh,
It's fine.
Cool. Yeah.
So we have the filmmakers for Double Dipper.
The one and only.
The one and only Double Dipper. There we go. We have Norman Mayorga?
Yes.
Am I saying that right?
Yeah.
Okay. Is the co-director and co-writer, and Maximus McBath, the animator and editor of the sound as well.
And just editor, too.
Just editor.
Yeah.
Just editor. Okay.
Editor and sound editor.
Okay, so editor and sound editor, gotcha. So this one is showing in our WTF film block. Rightfully so. It's a black and white piece. A lot of fun though.
Yeah.
So much fun. It's very, very visceral. Tells the story in a different and creative and fun way. What was it that drove you to make this film?
It's more your story.
Well, our co-director and writer, who's not here with us sadly, he just had an idea of someone changing their face to get free ice cream, and then I took that idea and turned into this post-apocalyptic weird land where you really need ice cream to survive, or you'll melt by the sun.
And I was able to get that story and visually show it through the editing.
Awesome. And I love how it's not spelled out for us either.
Mm-hmm.
You allow us to make the decisions as to what's going on, what kind of world are they in. But we definitely got that feel from obviously micro budget, right? But still beautifully done. Some of the shots were very beautiful, and the scenery. Where did you film at?
We filmed at a farm that we were illegally at.
Not illegally. That's
Not
a joke.
Yep.
Yeah. And yeah, it's not there anymore, so
Yeah.
it's been constructed over. But yeah, we found like the shack in this farmland, and it looked perfect.
It's now a housing development.
Probably, yeah. We filmed it in Miami, which is
All the poor deers are like, where do we go?
yeah.
Poor things.
But we saw we had the script before we had the location, and we drove around like the whole city looking for somewhere. And yeah, we found that place. We're like, all right, let's film here. Like if someone tells us to leave, we'll leave. But it worked out. No one told us to get off my property, so.
So how many films have you done? Is this your first?
Yeah, this is our first one ever.
like legit short film. We've made videos, but
For YouTube, yeah.
they're like sketches or whatever. This is the first time I'm trying to make it something cinematic.
Awesome. Well, your first film already submitted,
Yes.
accepted into Spooky. You got to be feeling pretty good.
Yeah, we're surprised.
I felt amazing. Honestly, as the editor, editing it like constantly, I kind of felt like where's this going? Are people gonna like this? I always had many doubts about it, and being able to be in a room filled with people, like-minded people that enjoyed the film, it really brings something like in me where I'm like, I gotta
and it
do
had
more.
to be tedious, right? There were a lot of cuts.
Yeah.
There was some stop motion
Yeah.
as well, animation.
Surprisingly, the weirder edits were probably the faster edits for me
Okay.
personally. The more fun that I have with the edit, the faster it is for me, because I'm constantly like, okay, I got to do this, and then it's got to transition into this and that and that and that. And some of the more slow elements, I'm like, it's more of a drag. And then those are the parts I'm really like, yeah, are people gonna like this?
So what were some of the hiccups that you came across, or any issues in filming?
Our friend Keelan threw up.
He's
during
the shoe
middle.
cleaner. Yeah.
The shoe cleaner in the film. He threw up in the middle, and we had to pretty much make up the whole ending through my editing.
Oh yeah, to elaborate on that, my face gets eaten at the end if you've already seen it, and we use caramel as like the fake guts, and we assumed everyone likes caramel, but our actor did not, so he took a big bite out of my face, and then he immediately, cut, he threw up, and we're like, I'm sorry, we didn't know anyone would hate caramel like that. We thought it was better than like using fake blood and stuff.
You didn't salt it, did you? Because I can't
No, it's just
stand the
caramel.
salted caramel.
Just
Stop.
caramel.
Why?
So then we're just left with one video of this guy just eating his face from the side.
Yeah, since
and
he wouldn't eat my face, he had to animate over that, and that's actually how the animation sequence started. It was not in the script.
Okay.
We did
This
that.
was literally the text, Max, you kind of know animation. Can you
Yeah.
do something with that? And I'm like, brother, I don't even know how to make like a full circle,
But you learned, right?
But I learned, and that's the important
Challenges,
thing.
they make you stronger and help teach you more and more.
Exactly, and now I could officially say I'm an animator. So,
So what do you have in the works for the future?
in the future. So we have something we just released. This is more print media. It's called Jorts
Nice.
Magazine. It's kind of like Mad Magazine. It's not real. It's about our love for jorts. It's kind of got horror themes to it. You You could find it on our Instagram at Broken Molotov, a digital version. But yeah, and then we have another short film we're in the midst of filming right now.
2 words: sugar and wax.
That's the name of it.
Yeah.
I don't know. We don't have time to give the whole plot, but it's more body horror. It's bigger budget. It's in color. It's at a rave.
A lot of claymation.
It has claymation now. We're starting. We just first time we're doing
Challenging
that.
yourself.
Yes.
I love
yeah.
it.
Every video's gotta, you know, progress.
Yeah. This one's gonna be way bigger. A
Absolutely.
lot more practical effects. It's gonna be fun.
Absolutely. Well, let's have all of our filmmakers come back and join us so I can show you how we say goodbye here at Delight and Fright. Especially our Cthulhu over here.
You'll bring out the
We're such big fans of Cthulhu at Delight and Fright. We say goodbye with a little tentacle action under there.
All right.
Yeah, you gotta get the tentacle. Little Cthulhu. Bye.
Bye.
Hello, boils and ghouls. It's your old pal, John Cassier, the voice of the Crypt Keeper. And I want to thank you for listening to Delight and Fright with your hosts, Luna and Cat, a podcast for outcasts.